All right, Adam, it's Wednesday of game week. We're inside the stadium, sort of, on the concourse, and we're going to do a very quick one today. Talked to Coach Andre Hart, the linebackers coach, gave a few updates on the linebacker position. Let's just talk about that real quick because he gave us some insight and said, hey, right now my top two are probably Levanta Bentley, Marvin Ham, and then on some packages, third down type of thing, Demoy Kennedy. Those are the three guys he likes. I mean, those are the experienced guys.
And he really likes what Demoy Kennedy can do in those special circumstances because of his versatility. If they get in a situation after that play where they can't rotate, he's a guy that can play in regular base packages as well. And he was a guy that was pushing to be, the starter on first and second down as well. So clear that he really likes those three guys. And it's clear he also really likes what he's seen early on from Juwan Mitchell, who comes in after getting dismissed from Arizona State's program. Coach Hart didn't shy away from the questions there. And he said one of the strengths that they've had as a coaching staff going back to his time with Coach Prime and Kevin Mathis at the youth ranks was that they were able to take some chances on some young men, some kids that maybe other people had, as he put it, put aside, and they've been able to connect and reach them, which is, we hear Coach Prime talk about that all the time, and then this has got to be Juju Mitchell's last opportunity, obviously,
right,
because of his eligibility and the fact that the season starting and his clock is going to be out here pretty soon. So you got to think that he's pretty motivated to get out there. And again, Coach Hart made it seem like what he's seen early on means that he's going to be a big player as early as week 2 in the season.
Yeah, and he also mentioned, hey, credit to those guys in the past we've taken. They've been ready to make a change, and we're there to kind of be those coaches to make that change. So, it's going to be exciting to get Juwan Mitchell into the fold. That's another experienced linebacker. Coach Hart mentioned we don't have a whole lot of experienced guys. It's the three we already mentioned, then Juwan Mitchell. And he also mentioned there's going to be some rotation. He usually likes to go with two, but at Jackson State there was so much talent, he rotated. He said, I'm probably going to wind up doing the same thing here. We haven't seen that a lot here because you've had a Nate Lamon and maybe with that second spot we have, but it sounds like there might be a little bit more rotation than we've seen in the past.
It's such an important position, especially that middle linebacker is going to do a lot of communicating on your defense, and I think every linebackers coach wants to say that he's going to have this deep rotation because it makes for a healthier, more fun room to be coaching, right, if more guys are happy with playing time. But then, you get into the season and you want the guy you can trust out there, right, at that very important position. But I think Jeremiah Brown is another guy that has proven to be a playmaker at the college level, a guy that has some versatility in there that I think will be a guy you could trust to play in games this year. And don't forget about Brendan Gant. I think folks were disappointed that he hasn't been part of the mix, but Coach Hart mentioned that it was a knee issue and he could be back in about a month. And so if they can get him back there, it's interesting with bringing in Juju Mitchell and then having Brendan Gant, you're going to have kind of this influx of depth in the season that maybe could offset if some guys get banged up.
Yeah, have some guys ready by the time conference play rolls around. So I think that'll do it for us today. We'll be back later on this week with a game preview.